A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. And the starting group for the Spurs. Irving is out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Collins. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Scott in at the small forward position. And for the Thunder, sharing the wing spots, it'll be Caruso and Williams. Durant is out there with Chet Holmgren. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
And here is Paul. Collins, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Paul. Over to the wing. And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. No good from outside.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that. Offensive rebound.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Outside, Scott. Collins, a screen on Williams. Drive by Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And the move and the basket. SGA has the defense shook.
Wembanyama, a screen. Drives to the hoop. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Durant. Paul against Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Wembanyama, a screen on Williams. Kicks it out to Paul. Fires the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, when it came to Kyrie Irving, Coach said trying to contain him tonight won't be easy. He told me Kyrie is a fantastic player, but I feel confident that our guys would be all over him tonight. Pretty strong words, guys.
All right, David, thanks.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Thunder trailing by 5. And Mark Dagnall calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
great showing for him last season. He averaged about 16 points a game, 8 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. Year one, he had to kind of find his way, but he seems poised to make some big strides here in his sophomore season.
Well, the team wants him to carve out a larger role for himself, but talent-wise, he's definitely got it in him.
Spurs on defense, leading by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander on target from 13 feet.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Collins, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Scott. Kicks it out to Collins. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wembanyama. Count it. Wembanyama's got 6.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Williams sends a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Traps in the tray.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Wembanyama, a screen. Tied by Scott, and he banks in the layup. 6 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Caruso, the pass to Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Paul. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now, here is Irving. Hasn't made one yet. Collins hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. The shot, no good. Collins with some nice D. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Scott. Wembanyama, a screen on Williams. Scott the pass to Wembanyama. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
Dashes the bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss that.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Goes up off the inbound. And Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ's still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
The Thunder have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Driving the lane, and the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Switch. Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander.
I got ball.
Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Scott. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 points in the game. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Paul. Into the lane. And the layup is good. Paul's got 5 now.
I love how creative Paul is at penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 4. Out to the right wing. Collins finds Irving. Outside for Wembanyama. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And Holmgren pulls it down. The Thunder have gone 8 of 14 for the field in the first quarter. Williams can't get it to go. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Collins, a screen on KD. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Kevin Durant. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Now, here's Scott. 8 points for him.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Thunder trailing by 9. Here's Holmgren. Trying to get something going. No good on that one. Collins with some nice D. Here's Irving. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Mark Daigneault. Calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Dort. We'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
All against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Joe. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Irving. 5 points in the game. Wembanyama outside. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Thunder trailing by 10. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Wembanyama, a screen. Now, here's Scott. 8 points for him. Pass to Wembanyama. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And a monster game. for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 points in the game.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Collins, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball finds Collins. And finished off by Collins.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. Pass to Joe. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Paul. Again, the thunderstorm.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Outside, Scott. Wembanyama, a screen on Wiggins. Here's Scott, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Smart play there. I don't think we give Wemby's IQ for the game enough love, but he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams is checked in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Casey Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. San Antonio also making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Collins. Vassell comes in for Kyrie Irving. And Jones subbed in for Paul. And finished off by Scott.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point. But these teams, they are built to score, so...
Now Wallace. Pass to Hartenstein. Williams looking over the floor. Back to Hartenstein. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Agreed. He's just too dominant inside. So you're better off stopping him from getting the ball in the first place.
Now here's Jones. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Pass to Joe. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Johnson with some nice D. Jones finds Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
They have no answer for Wemby tonight. And honestly, I'm not sure how they could defend him.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Johnson against Williams. Clock at 6. Joe in the corner. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Joe's got 8.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Yeah, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 8-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. On the court for San Antonio. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. Then it's Trey Jones. Then there's Scott. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Williams over Johnson. Joe trying to get open. Misses off the left iron. Jones drives in. Outside, Scott. Kicks it out to Johnson. Misses the three.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Williams passes to Wiggins. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Williams against Vassell. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Williams. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at them now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Bucket is good.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Williams against Scott. Here he goes. That one falls.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
The Spurs shoot the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Joe in the corner. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Joe's got 11 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let it roll.
Johnson wide open. He fired. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And they're trailing by 6. Caruso, the pass to Joe. Pass to Caruso. Williams sets a screen for Caruso. Here's the teardrop. A rebound by the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
And they have to clean that up. Play smart and value the ball.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 19 points per game last year. 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. 29 points for him last game against Houston. Joe passes to Caruso. Outside Williams. Caruso against Jones. Caruso with the ball. He had 10 points in the win against Houston. Over Jones. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Spurs leading by 8. And here is Vassell. Scott with a screen on Gilgeous Alexander. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. to Vassell. Johnson kicks to Jones. That three off the mark. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
Wiggins is checked in for Isaiah Joe. Wiggins against Johnson. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Target from outside. Thunder trailing by 7. Now Hartenstein. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And it's blocked by Scott. They get it back. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Scott pulls it in. Scott's got his 6th rebound on the night. And it's Scott with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. So Hartenstein with the screen for Wiggins. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. Second, the Thunder. In the third spot, the Spurs.
Both clubs physically dominant inside the paint, and that's why you see those outstanding shot blocking numbers.
Durant's checked in for the Thunder. Spurs leading by 9. Here's Scott, 23 points in the game. Kicks it out to Paul. A 3-ball. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Steps back. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Caruso. Irving against Caruso. Barnes screen on Caruso. Irving. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
So smooth around the rim. I love how Kyrie just goes up with confidence, knowing that he's going to figure it out.
And it became very clear very early, RJ, that Wembanyama is legit and a very special player. Generational.
You never know until those first few games, but it was immediate how different Wemby is going to be. He has already met those lofty expectations that we all had for him.
Scott the pass to Wembanyama. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Pass to KD. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Now here's Paul. He has 5. With the drive, Durant with the steal. From the line. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Scott the pass to Paul. It's tipped. Taken away by Williams. Over Paul. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Williams has got 6 points.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Here's Irving. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
He's so good at manipulating defenders, using the pick and roll to do so there.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. Barnes is checked in for Jalen Williams. Right wing. Hartenstein finds KD. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Now, here's Scott. The kick out to Irving. Driving to the basket. Here's the three. Good on the three-point shot. And it's now 26 points for A-Train.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Durant with it. He's picked up by Paul. Pass to Hartenstein. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Back to Irving. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Look, he is a 50, 40, 90 guy, right around 40% from the three-point line. Kyrie deserves more respect for his deep game.
Now, here's Caruso. He has yet to score. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Durant. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. That's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession.
And now a look at Victor Wembanyama here, coming off a terrific season. First in blocks, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounds. Just a terrific year on the glass.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were out of sight.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Paul with the ball, guarded now by Durant. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
One of the steadiest floor generals this game has ever seen. Paul consistently torches opponents out of the pick and roll.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They trail by 11. Chalk up 2 there.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Paul. After the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Paul dishes to Barnes. Kicks it out to Paul. Scott against Williams. Scott can't get it to go.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
When you want a high percentage take offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
Williams against Scott. Ball with the 3. Caruso grabs the miss. Under trailing by 7. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And a 3-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Barnes the screen. He takes it in and finished off by Scott.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
So it's the Thunder now. After the basket by San Antonio. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot by Williams, no good. San Antonio leading by 7. Now here's Barnes. Still scoreless. Taken away by Williams. He's off on that one. And so it's San Antonio. the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
To come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Hey everybody, with plenty of action going on right now, let's get you up to date on the latest. A closely contested game for the Pistons at Little Caesars Arena, going against Houston. Just 1 point separating them in the third quarter.
This game could really go either way, and I don't have a prediction on it.
Well, that's great. That's what we pay you for. And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Spurs.
It's all been gravy, baby, and I know all the flavors of gravy. Movement, finding good looks, and shooting the ball at a high clip.
Yeah, beautiful execution at the offensive end. They're in firm control of this game from that standpoint, guys.
How many kinds of gravy are there?
There's barbecue, there's pineapple, there's
gravy.
orange.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. A-Train has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Thunder trailing by 7. Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now who are looking to bring that first championship to OKC.
In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. Holmgren is out there with Durant, and it's Williams at the 3 spot. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half with.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Durant. Caruso kicks to Williams. Durant for 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 5 assists in the game. Sohan with the screen. Jones the pass to Sohan. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at time. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Here's Collins, kicks it out to Jones. Off target with his 3. Under trailing by 7. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Durant finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Jones. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot. Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
For San Antonio, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. Good from Scott. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 8-point game. Count it. He's got 26.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times. That's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless. Now here's Williams. He's got 6. Pass to Holmgren. Caruso kicks to Holmgren. No good with the triple. San Antonio leading by 7. Collins, a screen on Caruso. Branham, the pass to Collins. The shot that time, not on target. Oklahoma City's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Holmgren with it. Oklahoma City moving it around. The kick out to Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Williams has got 9.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. The Thunder in 4th.
They took pride in their success at the line, and it forced opposing defenses to be very careful against them.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones. And he drives in to the wing on the left. Here's Sohan. San Antonio again missing. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Pass to Caruso. To the middle. Wants to get it to KD and does. Fader on the way. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And the rejection by Holmgren. That's tipped. Shot clock at 6. Zohan, the pass to Jones. Here's Branham. Here's Collins. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his... Seventh rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Wembanyama against Williams. Scott, good.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Thunder trailing by 5. Caruso, the pass to Holmgren. Back to Caruso. Pass to Durant. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Spurs leading by 3. Now Scott. He's got 34. And finished off by Scott.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the basket by San Antonio. Here's Williams, and Williams with the stuff.
And passing has made this guy next level. That's the element that has changed Gilgeous-Alexander's game.
Scott inside. He's against Williams. Paul. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Paul's got 7 points.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Durant. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Wembanyama, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Irving. And the three off target.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Williams, that's good.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Scott against Williams. Scott inside. Pass to Wembanyama. They shoot again. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
The defense is looking for any advantage against Wemby inside, but he just powers through.
Williams against Scott. Williams sends a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams throwing it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Scott. He's got 36. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Wembanyama. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Washington Wizards.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start to the year.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. For the tie, and there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Durant.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Going inside, banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Here's Scott, and finished off by Scott.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where... put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the basket by San Antonio. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Collins checked in for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Chris Paul. Here's Irving. 12 points for him. Takes it inside. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
Given his shooting ability, Irving presents a ton of problems
in the pick and roll.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 2. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. And the jump by Holmgren.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Irving passes to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
How do you stop Wemby in the pick and roll? I don't know.
Oklahoma City has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Joe with it. He's got 11. Williams, a screen on Vassell. And the rejection by Collins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. And the Thunder making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From about 16, 2 points. That one goes. Williams has got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Irving kicks to Vassell. Wembanyama, a screen on Katie. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Does Wemby even need to jump to dunk? No. Must be nice.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Pass to Hartenstein. Left block shot on the way. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And all game long, they worked the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Oklahoma City trailing. Pass to Hartenstein. A minute 20 left in the third. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. For the lead. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. There's a screen by Collins. The kick out to Scott. At the elbow, Collins. Pass to Scott. Driving in. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock. Violation, so they'll turn it over.
Talking about a game down the stretch.
Alex Caruso is checked in for Oklahoma City. Outside Williams. Over Collins. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for 22 points for Williams.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Wembanyama, a screen on Williams. Here's Scott. Plays it up and banks it in. Scott's got 42 in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Williams finds Caruso. That one drops for him.
Oh, it's not an easy look for Caruso in with these threes, but somehow he gets it to go.
And here is Scott. Good if it goes. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slip passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the 4th quarter, Zach Collins is out there with Scott. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Irving. And it's Vassell in at the 2. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Hartenstein. And San Antonio shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. The kick out to Scott. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The first one falls.
First team foul.
Scott hits them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Kicks it out to Collins. Spurs working the ball around now. Scott inside, covered by Joe, and it's Scott with the jam.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
There's the try. Joe can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 5. There's a screen by Collins. Vassell, the pass to Scott. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's good from Scott. Scott hits them both. The Thunder have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. To the inside. Here's Joe. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
A selfless play by Irving off the pick and roll, putting the team first.
Irving with the steal. In the corner, Collins with it. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Vassell against Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
When Vassell pounds it inside, Devin can make things happen.
In his young career, Richard, we've seen Devin Vassell. Really blossom as a two-way talent.
He's a talented player, but I think there's still another level that he can reach, and he needs to continue to grow as a playmaker to get there.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and Keldon Johnson subbed in for Vassell. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the breaks. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. And we'll keep pounding it inside. Guys?
Thank you, David.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the 2nd.
Now, here's Scott. Covered by Joe. Drive by Scott and finished off by Scott.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Under trailing by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Joe finds Caruso. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that bucket.
Oh, strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. The free throw off from Gilgeous-Alexander.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Wembanyama, a screen. Irving passes to Wembanyama. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist in the game. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 11-point game. Back to Hartenstein. Holmgren in the corner. Pass to Caruso. Hartenstein with it. Defended by Wembanyama. Here's Caruso. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. San Antonio leading by 11. Drive by Scott. Kicks it out to Johnson. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Uh-oh, Johnson with a little extra sauce. Okay.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Holmgren. Pass to Hartenstein. Tries again. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Durant comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Kevin Durant.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Durant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An impossible guy to cover. Durant puts defenses in situations where they must compromise and foul him.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Wallace is checked in.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Outside for Wembanyama. Johnson outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Durant. Here's Johnson, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off inside. Hartenstein's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Number 55.
Thunder trailing by 11. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Pass to Johnson. Outside, Scott. Again, what an avalanche!
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now.
14 foul.
Oklahoma City's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Wallace kicks to Holmgren. Pass to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili, guarded by KD. Right side, Scott. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
And Oklahoma City making a change. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in.
In the mid-range, Durant is deadly as ever. Easy money sniper, putting up a little silky jumper.
Here's the screen. Irving attacking. And the rejection by Holmgren. On the wing, Williams, defended by Scott. Here's Holmgren. Yep, it counts. And that's 18 points for Chet Holmgren.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Wembanyama, a screen on KD. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. KD's got his 5th rebound in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Inside. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Alex Caruso is checked in for Hartenstein. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Chris Paul comes in for Keldon Johnson. Ball against Caruso. Outside, Scott. Kicks it out to Paul. Jacks up a 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds now tonight. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Durant.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
Paul passes to Sohan. Outside, Scott.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities.
Scott hits them both. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 38 points.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Sohan with the screen. Paul kicks to Scott. Kicks it out to Paul. 3-pointer. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Paul. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Moving against Gilgeous-Alexander. Sohan inside. It's good. And the Spurs lead by 10.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And San Antonio shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Scott kicks to Paul. Drills it from outside.
What I like about Paul is he picks smart shots to take, especially when they're behind the arc.
Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren. Lets it fly. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 42 in the game.
Well, this is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Scott, that one goes. Count it.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio leading by 13. Irving drives in. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Spurs.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for A-Train.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the high.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Joe's checked in. 46 seconds left in the 4th. Outside Williams. Pass to Joe. From past the arc. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Wembanyama, a screen on Williams. The drive by Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
There's Williams on the money from 12 feet away. 17 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Paul passes to Scott. And another one falls.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, a top-tier matchup. I wonder if you circled this one on the calendar.
Every game is like that for us, especially going forward. We understand what we're trying to accomplish. The little things matter in the big picture, so we want to just come out and just have a consistency on both ends of the floor.
Well, it showed up tonight, man, with a big win, man. I appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David